So the very first thing is we need to be extremely clear on our why. Extreme clarity is the very first thing that we need. And how does one get extreme clarity in order to improve one's life, which is the theme of today's work? We're going to use AI tools and techniques and some non-AI tools, just tools, to get extreme clarity. The number one way to connect the far out framework to clarity is this. I'm clear on the outcomes I want in life, and at a contrasting level, I'm clear on the outcomes I don't want in life. So many people I work with that are newer to personal development, self-improvement, are like, Charly, I can't think that big. I'm not used to thinking like that. But we can flip the script and say, listen, what is it you're extremely clear you don't want in your life? So a lot of people are like, I don't want to drink so much. I don't mind having an occasional drink, but I'm having 2 or 3 a night. It's really disrupting my sleep. It's making me grumpier, whatever that looks like. I want to eat better. So I don't want to eat bad would be the contrast. I want to stop eating processed foods. I want to stop eating the garbage that I eat. So we just list out the things that we don't want as part of our life. The outcomes we don't want in life. And I usually do that 1 line item each. Then each line item has a contrast to it. If I don't want to eat processed foods, what am I going to eat instead? Healthy, organic, simple foods that have simple ingredients. You know, when I think about, just illustratively for you, I got extremely clear on that in 2012. Completely changed. Lost a whole ton of weight. Have kept it off ever since. Love that fact. Let's celebrate that. The biggest thing now is instead of having pretzels that were processed, I have organic cashews, organic walnuts, organic almonds. These are the meal replacements that have helped me get the protein and the satiation of being full without the processed garbage. And that was something I got clear about early on. Another area, I knew that if I wanted to extend my health span to hopefully equal my lifespan, there's a lot of people, talked about this in previous trainings, that are in that in between. Their health span, they don't have the freedoms they used to have because their health isn't dialed in. Primarily, the people I'm thinking of are because they're older. And I'm thinking of the people at my mom's assisted living place. They're beyond their health span of freedom. That's why they're in assisted living, but they're still living. So they're within the health to lifespan part. And when I walk in there, I see some of them look at me with regret and talk to me about regret. I just wish when I had my health, I did this. I had so much fun in life, and then I got too busy, cared about work too much, and not about fun enough. I just wished when I had my health, I had more fun. That's a very common theme. Very common in that book that I always recommend, The 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie Ware. I'll make sure to link to that below. She was a hospice nurse for 30 plus years, interviewed all these people on their way out with a terminal illness that she was caring for, came up with these 5 regrets, these fundamentals, so to speak. And one of them was exactly what this person at the assisted living shared. They wish they had more fun when they had their health. Nothing kills freedom like lack of health. So big part of my why around that clarity was to amplify health. And that I did at 40. Now I'm just a little older, 12 years later, but I'm really reaping the benefits of it. And I really wanted to make sure when I ran, which I try to run once every other day, if not once every 3rd day, try to run 3 or 4 times a week is essentially my goal. And I usually hit that mark. I'm out moving every day, but I try to run to get my heart rate up. The zones, I'm dialed into the zones on the Apple Watch and Apple Fitness to assure hitting 2, 3, and 4. There's 5 zones if you're not familiar with that, but the zones 2, 3, and 4 really help the cardio aspect of things. Then I realized and learned that there's strength, mobility, and stability is part of the health span realm, outside of general health of biology. So cardio, strength, mobility, and stability. And I'm working in those 4 realms to assure that I keep that dialed in. I talked a lot about this last session, but I just want to make sure we're landing the ship for you as far as extreme clarity around what it looks like and what you need to change. Is that helpful? If you need help and you're in our mastery community, we have our Zoom after today's training. Twice a month, we have our Zoom roundtable where we're there for 2 hours, helping each other out, guiding each other. I'm answering questions, giving you guidance, giving you tools, techniques, ideas. A lot of that's unrecorded now because we've decided as a group that we want to keep the sacredness of that. And we're not sure what's going to be used for AI and what could be watched by somebody down the road. We want to make sure we just don't even have that as part of the equation. Sometimes we record and we put it in our Zoom replays. If you're not in our mastery community and you're just at a mastery training level, then you can do a check-in call with me. Excuse me, a discovery call with me. It's 20 to 30 minutes and we can answer some questions and see how we can take care of you. So either way, feel free to join our Zoom or do a discovery call. There is another option for our mastery community members. Every quarter you get a check-in with me. That's an hour-long deep dive Zoom. And we do record that, and we do have AI summarize, take notes, provide action lists, if that's what you'd like. So if you're trying to get extreme clarity, but you're not sure how, you know I got you. So happy to be here bringing the joy with you. Let's step into number 2.